Are you struggling to negotiate and you don't know what to do? Imagine you've got a patient who's requesting for a sleeping tablet. In this video, I'm going to share with you a conversation I had with a GP trainee where we debrief a case where she had to use negotiation skill. The listening here was an issue because it didn't show that you were registering what the patient was saying. So for example, the patient already started saying in the beginning that he wants pill. And then later you ask, so were you hoping for some pills? Like, this question is not very useful to progress your consultation. Other things you might say was like things like, what have you tried for your sleep? And then the patient says something like, as I said, I've been drinking a pint of beer in the evening. So you see, like, this is going to affect your data gathering, because then what happened is that you're not progressing, but you're asking question and going in circle. You want to ask questions to progress your consultation. So the history taking here could have been much more compressed if you did show you were listening and asking more pointed questions. Now, with regards to the alcohol, it's good that you readdress that. In terms of the management here, it's important to really give this patient a management that he might be satisfied with. Although I think it's good that you didn't really give the sleeping tablet straight away, as in what the patient asked for, because that's not the appropriate one. I think what would have helped would be to link it to the work that the patient is doing, and the fact that the sleeping tablet doesn't really help in getting a restorative sleep. But it might help to put his sleeping pattern back on track for a week to try. For example, something like promethazine might help, and specify the dose as well, and also mention how to take it. Because some patients, if you don't tell them, they might take it during the day, or if you don't tell them, take it 40 minutes before going to bed, and explain exactly, it's not going to be as good as somebody who's doing that. Here, it's about negotiation. If you're going to tell the patient that you can't have that, it's important that you have another thing that you're going to advise, an alternative that will satisfy the underlying reason why they're asking for that temazepam. Let me show you. I understand that you're looking for some sleeping tablet. I can see that you've had insomnia 2 years ago. Just to help me understand here, as in last time, how many tablets did you take, Patrick?
I took one a night.
Okay. And for how long did you take it?
About 3 weeks, and I found that it really helped.
Right. Okay. And this time round, what do you think has caused you to have this problem with your sleep again?
I don't know, maybe because I've got varying shifts at work now, and I mean, maybe I am a little bit stressed about money too, so I'm staying awake longer at night, perhaps.
Right. So are you working at various shifts, like night shifts as well?
Yeah, the shifts are all over the place because I need to make more money right now. I'm taking on whatever I can.
I see. Well, it is definitely difficult in the situation that you are, and I can appreciate why you would like to have sleeping tablets to help you get better sleep. I think there are a few things that could help to make sure that your sleep is much better. You mentioned that you've been drinking alcohol, you're drinking this energy drink. Now, these will affect your sleeping pattern, and it's going to make it difficult for you to sleep, especially if you've had an energy drink, because you won't feel like you want to go to bed and sleep. So I think it's important, if you can, try and make sure that you have a good sleep hygiene, as in before going to bed, make sure that you don't drink anything like that's going to make it more difficult to unplug, and also try to do something that's more relaxing, and that will help you to get in the mood to actually sleep. And there are things that we can consider, and appreciate that you were taking the temazepam. It's not something we normally prescribe for sleeping problem, because what it does, although it might make you feel more sleepy, you won't feel well restored in the morning, because the sleep is going to be more of a drowsiness, that you will feel more sedated, and it's not a good sleep. So what we want to do is to help you to get good quality sleep. Have you found the insights in this video useful so far? If so, you might be interested in SCA Blueprint and mini course. This is a free blueprint that you can get and teaching from myself. Just click the link down the description below and sign up, and you will get a teaching from me every day for the next 7 days in terms of your sleep hygiene, bedtime routine. And I can prescribe you a medication that's something for the short term to put you back in the sleep cycle so that you have a good sleeping pattern. Now, the other thing I understand that it can be very difficult to change that is a shift pattern. If you have various shifts, it's going to have a knock-on effect on your sleep. So it's important to see whether you can have a chat at work, see what can be done to make sure that to have the sleep pattern in a way like if you're doing a set of nights, so you have a set of night, and then the following week, whether you can have a set of twilight shift, for example. So try and vary it so that it's not all over the place, as you say. Do you think that's possible?
I'd have to speak to my manager about that, but I guess I could probably see what we can do. It's just that, you know, the temazepam did help me last year, so that's why I feel like I wanted to take that again. But I mean, maybe if you're thinking this other medication could help, then I guess I'd be open to trying it.
Right. So yeah, I mean, we could try you on promethazine. You could take it half an hour before going to bed. That's going to help you to get to sleep. And the good thing about this promethazine, it's not going to have that same side effects profile where you can have develop dependence on it. Because what we don't want to do here is create another problem where you're having dependence issue. Does that make sense?
Yeah, you said that clearly.
Okay, so do you see the difference how I'm approaching it? So instead of being confrontational with the patient, I'm showing that I'm the same side as the patient. I want the best for him, and I'm working as a team with him. First, you need to listen, because if you haven't listened, the patient is not going to be responsive to your advice, because first they think this doctor is not listening, doesn't know what I've been saying, asking the same question. Then it's going to be difficult to agree to a plan. If you found this video useful, then I'm sure you're going to get a lot from watching this video. Click the video to watch it. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.